And we are live. Okay. Welcome to another episode of the Afrobeats News Update to Chief of Lagos. This time we have a special guest. Why are you looking at me like that? Don't interrupt me, my dear.
I'm sorry.
We have a special guest. Don't worry, you can do anything you want. It's your show. We have a special guest in the building, Chidinma London. We'll allow her to introduce herself in a bit. We have so many interesting things to talk about today. From the Grammys to Paul and my G. I didn't read the chat. I see you, my bro. Ireba, is that Deji? Is that you, Deji? Why are you using your full ass government name in the chat? But anyway, so we have so many interesting things to talk about, from the Grammys to the current podcast pandemic. We might touch on the Super Bowl quickly, Rihanna Super Bowl's performance, and then sadly the loss of some African legends in the community. So, but before I go any further, I would like to introduce my guest, Chidinma. Please tell the people a bit about yourself, who you are, and how come you found yourself on the Afrobeat News Update.
Okay, cool. My name's Chidinma. I'm a singer.
Okay.
I love Afrobeats, and me and Tony always have very opposing opinions on things.
Oh, really? This is news to me.
It's true though. We have a lot of varying opinions.
Really? Can you name one? I think we agree on almost everything.
No, I don't. Do you not remember when we argued about your polygamy?
Wow, you're gonna expose me live, but speaking of polygamy, I have a special feature with BuzzFeed, Word on the Cup, coming out this week, I think, or this week or next week. I posted the ad on my Instagram. I went on a dating show. Chief of Lagos is out here trying to date. So, and my views on polygamy, Chidinma, I don't think I've made them public yet. But
Okay, well, I won't date you out.
yes, we had a disagreement, and but I don't think it's more than that. Apart from that, do we ever disagree? You're my girl now. Our conversations are always therapeutic.
Disagree. Yeah.
But it's fine. We'll get to, maybe based on the topics today, we'll know if we have this disagreement or not. But yeah. Thank you for the introduction, Chidinma. She's a singer. She has a beautiful voice, by the way. She won't be staying long enough. I would have made her sing for us. But she won't be. Yeah, did I hear single or singer?
Oh my days, both.
Wait, okay. I need you to confirm your relationship status. I think some people are wondering. So, are you single, searching, or take away?
Single but not searching.
Single but not searching. Give us the scope. Why is that?
I'm on a break.
You're on a break?
I'm on hiatus right now.
Hiatus?
Yeah.
Chidinma, you've been on hiatus since I met you. Anyway, so she's single, Deji. She's single, but she's not searching, unfortunately. So, I mean, keep her up, Instagram notification up. You never know, Chidinma London, right, on Instagram. So anyway, we'll plug you at the end of the show. But yeah, thank you for joining the show. Thank you for coming to the Afrobeats News Update. Before we waste any time, let's get straight to it, because Chidinma has put me on a tight schedule. So I'll get this straight to it. The first thing we wanted to talk about is rather tragic news. Wanted to look at the issue in Turkey and Syria. I don't know if you guys have been following the news lately, but over 45,000 people have lost their lives due to an earthquake, and it specifically came to my attention because we had the loss of an African giant, an African footballer, Christian Atsu. So that was really what drew it to my attention. I mean, I'd seen the fundraisers going about for it, but I just thought it was like every other regular earthquake we have once in a while. But the death toll for this one is unusually high. It's reported as the highest impact since 1939 in Turkey. So that's crazy. And it affected two countries, Turkey and Syria. But may the souls of everyone that had their lives lost rest in peace. Special condolences to the family of Christian Atsu. And yeah, so hopefully, I mean, these things are natural disasters, and there's really little you can do to prevent something like this. I heard Atsu was in his home when it happened.
Oh, really?
So it happened while he was in his building with his family. So it's crazy, but yeah, RIP to all the lost souls. There's a special place for them after this war. This was not the end. So there was that. Apart from that, I'll show you the tribute his teammates paid to him today, actually, in a bit. But apart from that, we also had the loss of life of another African legend, aka the South African artist stroke rapper. And it was really the one that put me on to South African music, so this one really hit close to home. But yeah, Burna had a few things to say on that, but we'll look at that differently. For now, let's just send condolences to his family, to his fans, to supporters. I saw the burial they did in South Africa. It was very big. A lot of cars, a lot of people came out to support. So that was good. And it's good that it was celebrated even at his death. But yeah, man, it was as a result of gun violence, which is a bit controllable, and which happens in the black community a lot. So again, condolences, our dearest condolences to all the lives affected, and special sending our love to AKA's family and AKA's beautiful daughter. I saw a video of her that really moved me. But yeah, that was that. Speaking of AKA now, let's address the African giant in the room. Burna Boy has done it again. He has done it again. Our man has done it again. He told me before the show that you're a Burna Boy fan, yeah?
I am a Burna Boy fan.
What do you think about his Twitter and Instagram antics?
I think
His online personality. Do you separate the art from the artist? Is that what you do?
Yes. You have to sometimes because
So I'll pull up what Burna Boy had to say. Before that, let me just show you the beautiful tributes Christian Atsu's teammates had for him. So this was beautiful. Yeah, this the guy that scored a goal. You guys can see. So like he basically did like an RIP Atsu shirt, and Mohammed Kudus was fellow African nigga. So yeah, man, RIP to Atsu. But in other news, Burna Boy on the other hand, that's how you do a tribute. But our man Burna Boy, he went on his Instagram, smoked some weed on his Instagram, and had this to say. He said, "What the fuck is all that about? I just heard he died. Seeing that video at the restaurant took me out of a positive mood. Took me back to the day when you saw my gun and you said I was wild. Then I told you should have one too, because it weren't like niggas weren't dying out here. But I thought you knew, and I ain't really fuck with you, but I didn't want you dead. It was like that with me and you. But like that with me and you, wicked. I hope they catch whoever did you, wicked. I hope you rest in peace, even though we ain't kick it at the end of the day with some grown ass niggas." So what do you think about Burna Boy's tributes to AKA? Did you say this was about 4 days after AKA died? Yeah, this was it posted this 4 days after AKA died.
right, okay.
Thank you for the context, Deji, but what do you think about the tribute? Is this how to pay tribute to a friend that died? Or a friend enemy? I don't know what Burna Boy will classify his relationship with AKA as.
I don't know what the relationship would be classified as, but you know, everyone grieves in different ways. However, I feel like this particular tribute definitely could have been better
Worded better,
worded. Yeah.
Yeah, people were saying you didn't really have to mention the fact that you guys were not cool. I mean, it wasn't necessary. A lot of fans didn't know that. Like, for context, anyway, AKA had like 3 features with Burna Boy when Burna Boy was still up and coming. So they used to be a bit close back in the day. And I was watching this AKA interview. I should have put it up before the stream, but I was watching it. It was like, I think it was just like a week before he died. They were like describe his relationship with Burna Boy, And it was like, I mean, they're not friends now. People grew out of friendship. That this was 5 years ago when they were featuring each other. But now, like, as with everything, there's no beef, but friends draw apart, that kind of thing. So obviously you could tell that their relationship was not at the best. But at the end of the day, I don't think he needed to mention that in the tribute. That's one. And then the fact that you're talking about the gun stuff, like, oh, you should have had a gun with you, like, first of all, I heard he was shot at the back of his head, so he didn't even see it coming. That's number one. So I don't think having a gun would have prevented it. Then apart from that, too, like, you're still perpetrating the same gun violence that is affecting black communities by telling us to strap up and stuff. Like, I know that you're supposed to do it, and that's advice you might give each other as artists and as influential figures, like, stay strapped up, but it's not something you should broadcast, you know, especially at the time of his death. You know, his family might see that too and stuff like that. So as usual, Burna Boy did not do well, but it's fine. At the end of the day, I get where it was coming from. It probably was very hard. Yeah, hard speaking by this. If someone you knew, usually when someone close to you dies like that, it affects you in ways that you can't describe. You know, it's one thing for me, someone like me that listens to his songs. I still knew him a bit from afar, but these guys were probably in the studio together and stuff. Probably had each other's phone numbers and stuff. Hey, my boy Tony. You came back again this week. Nice one, my G. So yeah, so it's I understand the emotions that might have driven him to write it the way he wrote it, but still, Burna Boy, man, you need to control yourself. Like, this social media thing, millions of people that are not Africans are following you. Millions of people that are not nice one, my bro. We did here. Millions of people that really are using your platform to understand the black community are following you. So it's unnecessary that he posted it, but it's fine. Moving on, like again, like I said at the top of the show, may their souls rest in peace, and yeah, hopefully they're in a better place. Yeah, moving on to the next topic, lighter and much lighter news. Our people were repping us properly at the Grammys. Let me not say our people. One of our people was repping us properly at the Grammys. Today's not a good day for Burna Boy on this show, you know. And it's a pity that Kennedy is not in the chat to defend him today. Kennedy is one of my Burna Boy stars that comes to attack Wizkid incessantly. Oh my goodness.
English has left. You almost got it.
I almost got it at the last track. Incessantly. Can you pronounce the word?
Incessantly.
Okay, thank you, my dear. You see? He's a UK born and bred, please. Don't play with her. Shout out to Thames, yeah, man. I'll get to that in a second, man. Thames made us proud at the Grammys. Took home the best melodic rap performance for Wait For You. Do you like the song? It's a beautiful song. Took home the best melodic rap performance. And it was funny. What's crazy about that award is she was never in the studio with Future.
Yeah, it was just a sample.
Exactly, a sample of not even the main song, but her performance on was it open mic or one of the Genius open mic performance, and they sampled that performance and put it in the song. So they sampled her live performance and put it in the song, and that was what won her a Grammy. It's crazy. And Haya, thank you, Deji. And it's crazy because like, I was checking the stats before the show for like Thames awards, and apparently she has already bagged us. Give me a second. She has already bagged us 4 nominations and 1 win, and 2 from Essence last year that they robbed my guy Wizkid of. And I'm a Wizkid stan, in case you didn't know. I know. In case you have not made it clear. Yeah, so I'm very biased towards Wizkid, and I was upset when they robbed him of Essence. Were you how did you feel about the Essence? Do you think he deserved it?
To be so honest with you, I don't really follow the Grammys, so I didn't even know that.
But did you like the song?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. I mean, but the song was everywhere. That they should have just given it.
Yeah,
I don't even know who won it. I've forgotten who even won it. But yeah, I think it was one of these. I think it was Angelique Kidjo one. She came again to steal our people's. Anyway, no beef to Angelique Kidjo. We love you. She's a legend. But stop stealing our people's awards. But yeah, so she has 4 nominations now so far, with 1 win. Wait for You was nominated twice for Best Rap Song and Best Melodic Rap Performance. Took the award home for Best Melodic Rap Performance. So yeah, she's making. What do you feel about Thames and the impact she has on African music so far?
I feel like she's really doing her thing. I mean, she's representing for the women.
Yeah.
So I'm always gonna support her and everything she's doing. She's definitely creating space for all of us, which is amazing. So,
Yes, it's beautiful. It's beautiful to see. What do you think about the state of female musicians in Nigeria? Like, are you happy with the acts we have so far, or do you think they could be doing better? Or do you think it's as a result of lack of opportunities? Maybe there are some female underground artists that we don't get to see. Or do you just think that overall the females are not doing enough?
I think, do you know what? I think that now there's a bit more going on for younger female artists. Like, obviously you have your legends like Tiwa, you have like Yemi Alade, but now there's like Thames, there's Ira Star, there's Amare, even though she's not Nigerian.
I love
like,
Amare. Amare's a G.
There's people coming up, so
Yeah.
I don't think it's that young West African female artists are not doing enough. I just think they're just growing.
Okay, just growing. Okay, I like that take. It's a very good take. What do you think about this question or this hot take actually from Deji? He said, "I feel she's among the best artists in Nigeria, not just female category."
Yeah.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I would agree.
Would you put Thames in top 5?
I would put Thames in the top 5. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So Whiskey, Davido, Burna, obviously above.
Obviously.
Ah! Wait.
Oh my God.
What the hell?
Obviously.
Who is she taking off that list?
Oh.
So Thames top 3, Chidima hot take.
I didn't say that, but those are not my top 3. The ones that you just put.
Who's in your top 3?
Burna.
Burna 1.
Do you know your friend just said Ashake. I think I would put Ashake second, right?
Ashake 2.
Then Wizkid.
Okay,
then,
okay. Over Davido.
Yeah, then Davido.
Wow. That's a spicy take. Thames over Davido. Would you say like I agree with you if you're talking about
we're not talking about length of career. We're talking about who's at
Come
the top
on.
right now.
Okay, like hottest right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I can give you that. But when you're talking about best artists, you need to take everything in like.
But that wasn't the question.
Okay, I'll give you that. Well, over Davido, Champion Sound was still last year.
Are you sure? Was it last year?
Champion Sound. Is it 2 years now? And Davido has not
2 years
released.
now.
This past year, Chief. Okay. They're on your side in the chat.
Thank you.
Okay, sorry guys.
Thank
You've seen beautiful girl now. You've left Chief. Okay, no wala. All right. Thames top 5. That is. I never really thought of Thames in top 5. But okay, I've been seeing that take a lot going around recently. Like of Thames not just being the best female, but the best. In the conversation for some of the best artists. I still think her body of work is quite small. She has barely like 12 to 15 songs.
It is, but the weight that
each of them carry.
Yeah, exactly.
Similar to like an Ashake or something.
Yeah.
Thames over Rema.
For me, yeah. Yes. Sorry.
The misogynist to me is not taking this lightly. All right, okay. Fine. I'm gonna take it for the purpose of this conversation and for moving on. I'm looking for my mouse now. You made me misplace my mouse. Yeah, that take was too hot. I misplaced my mouse. So yeah, back to the next topic we're talking about. So yeah, they made us proud. Burna, on the other hand, could not secure his own award at the Grammys.
It was stolen.
It was stolen from him.
He was robbed.
Well, did you see the winner that won over Burna?
I saw like 2 seconds of one clip because I just closed it.
Cinema.
Huh?
Music in its finest form. Let's
Is that what you're calling it?
That's what I'm calling it. Beauty. It represents what the Grammys is supposed to be. You know what? I'm gonna put it up for you in a second. It represents this is real music.
Okay.
Not on the keys of Boma. What are you talking about? Eh? This
Oh
is
my goodness.
see. Yes. Oh, where is it? Oh, I misplaced it. Oh shit. Give me a second. Let me pull it up again. Ah, where did he go? Where did he go? Mm. I can't find it now. It's fine. And we said the same thing about big wins last year, but the outsiders were all up in on that in our faces. So are you a Whiskey stan or are you a Burna stan? I'm not getting this from this statement. And we said the same thing about big wins last year, but the outsiders were all up in on that in our face. Exactly. Oh, okay, I get it. So like last year when Whiskey won, yeah, people were saying no, the person that they lost to was good music, yeah.
Right.
And this year we're like, okay, the person that Burna lost to was good music.
Are you being serious?
Yeah. Whiskey stand in the chat, man. You deserve a Don DeMarco for that. But yeah, I can't seem to find the song now. I'll put it up later just so we can listen to it. But in the meantime,
I saw a clip of it anyway, but
it was
no.
it wasn't giving Grammys.
Wait, the Grammys are just trolling Burna.
Yeah. I wanted us to really look at the Grammys winners as a whole in a nutshell, but we don't have enough time today. Maybe I'll do that separately during my own time. But basically, Grammys has lost all credibility. Back when I was younger, I used to really look forward to the Grammys. I used to really every time the list of awards came out. If I didn't catch it live, even if I caught it live, I'll go through all of them, listen to artists that I'd not heard before, and used to put me on new artists all the time. Like I discovered a lot of I discovered Imagine Dragons from that. I discovered Beck from that. The year he won over was it Kendrick or so, for best album of the year. Macklemore, I listened to his album from that when he won over Kendrick. Like Grammys were always, I used to think it was fair then. I used to really, but now, like I looked through the list of winners this year and I was not inspired. What happened to music? Is it that the quality of music has just gone down, or is it that labels are just paying for these awards now, and then the good artists are not getting to shine anymore? Or is it the TikTok impact now that because of TikTok we're not getting to hear good artists? But for me, as someone that used to listen to foreign music back in the day over Afrobeats, for me, I think the quality of foreign music has gone down a bit. Would you agree?
To be honest with you, I don't know if I have enough knowledge to answer that question.
Answer that question. Okay.
Because
well, back in the day, there used to be jams okay, fine. There were people that this generation has slowly gone out. Them Rihanna, Beyonce, Drake. They're aging out. Lil Wayne. But now I don't know about you, but all I listen to is Afrobeats because there's literally nothing to. Is it Sam Smith I want to be listening to, or we gon' fuck up tonight? This is not what to listen to. I don't know. Foreign music for me, the quality of foreign music for me has gone really down, and the Grammys, yes, some categories in the Grammys are just weird. All this category manipulation they've been doing these past few days. But anyway, I'll look into it in a different stream. Probably devote some time to the list. But yeah, for me, I just feel like the overall quality of Grammys has been going down and down over the last few years. But yeah, moving on. Also in other news, Burna, Rema and Thames are slated to perform tonight at the NBA halftime show. Another nod in the cap of Afrobeats, of the Afrobeats journey. So yeah, I think it's a very big deal. I'm a big basketball fan. So what do you think about the strides that Afrobeat has gained over the past few years?
I feel like it's really cool because Afrobeats never used to be like a mainstream thing.
Yeah, especially in the UK here, yeah.
Especially in the UK, but I feel like even more so in America.
Yeah.
So the fact that they're performing at the NBA,
it's crazy, right?
It's really, really crazy, but it's really good. But do you know what?
Yeah.
Is really interesting to me is the fact that Burna is sharing the stage of Thames and Rema.
Yeah.
What's interesting to me about it?
How would the dynamics work? Who perform first? And Burna with his ego, man.
Yeah, there's that, but also the fact that Rema and Thames have gotten that opportunity so early in their career, but it's
Do you
taken
get-
this long
do
for
you
Burna,
get-
do you know what I'm saying? But I guess it just
Because
shows
you know we
that-
have the seniority thing we do in Nigeria a lot.
It
And
just
I remember this is crazy because I'm just remembering this. You know, Burna and Rema had a bit of beef back in the day. I don't know if you heard about
I
it.
didn't know that.
There was a time that Rema was saying somebody slapped him, like a Nigerian artist slapped him, but they won't say the name, and people were saying it was Burna. And then he came out with a statement that, like backstage, and then he came out with a statement that these OGs are always disrespecting me. So people were saying that it was Burna. So this might be potentially very spicy tonight. But make sure to tune in if you're watching from Nigeria or UK. It's gonna be coming on. I think the game starts 12:30 p.m. tonight. That's UK time, so that's 1:30 a.m. Nigerian time. I doubt any Nigerian will be up. I think by UK time it will be around 2:30, 3 o'clock
Okay.
a.m. I'll be up for it because it's what I do. But I'm sure even if you fail to catch it tonight, the upload of it will be on YouTube tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to reacting to that. Well, it will be a very interesting dynamic if like the Thames should come out and perform, then the Rema should come out and perform, then Burna Boy will finish it off with some of his killer tunes.
I think it would be cool if they perform together somehow, though.
How?
I don't know, but it'll be cool.
Like singing their songs together.
Maybe.
That would be
Or
crazy.
just
That would be
sharing the
crazy.
stage.
The Nigerian breaking grounds, man. Breaking grounds, man. Love to see it. Love to see it. So yeah. So that was that. That is that. Apart from the okay, we touched on the Grammys, touched on the Burna at the halftime show. There's been the last thing I want us to talk about before you leave me. There's been a rise of podcasts in Nigeria. Everybody is starting their own podcast these days. So do you have your own podcast in the works?
No.
So I'm calling it the podcast pandemic. So and a few clips have been going viral on social media lately.
Okay.
I want us to react to two particular ones briefly, and I want to know your take on this. And this might be one of those things where we disagree. Okay, give me a second. Who's that? I'm live. Come back later. Yeah. Sorry, one of my baby cousins interrupted. So yeah, what was I saying? Look at me.
Bruh.
I was saying, what was I saying? I don't remember.
Podcast pandemic.
Yeah, the podcast pandemic. So let's take a look at two of the clips. Chief Mark Pamina, what did I do now? I'm just reporting the news of my brother. It's not me.
You are meeting his needs. Why can't you, as a human being, why can't you have needs too?
Yeah, I
whether the needs
yeah,
are
that's true, that's
materialistic
true.
or emotional,
Okay,
why
but
can't you have needs?
I see what you're saying. You can't bill him, but he can ask you to open your legs whenever he wants to.
Another angle.
Open your legs. But but it's true. So, because I
Wait,
feel like
babes,
if you don't,
you know, as you said that thing now,
yeah.
you will now say that why have we Gen Z, women of today, why are we putting a price on our vaginas? Like,
Animals put prices on. I hate that topic. Like
Wait,
animals
but
put prices on their vaginas, like goats, cows.
But
Like you
like-
don't just see them mate with every. Like there's. I went to a safari and I saw like
O'Shea,
antelopes, right?
foreign.
Wait, no. But like I was observing. I observed my environment. Antelopes, like they were separate, and then the dominant one, the dominant antelope had all the females, and then the other ones were on another section. They called them the guy teaching
guy.
us around. Yeah, he said that they are called bachelors, something like that. And the thing just made me think. I'm like, in reality,
The losers.
the men that actually have more to give should be the ones to like pass on their genes. It's
Voila.
not. Because honestly, you're not offering anything. You're not helping.
And
What are you
that's
going to
why
give the
I said,
children? What are the children going to eat?
That's why I said it's
to
all right
school?
to have needs. If your needs are
Hey.
emotional, if your needs are
Okay, forget
material,
about me. I'll be good. Like I'm good. What are my kids going to eat? Because I know I don't want to be dealing with the stress of providing for my children alongside being your wife.
Facts.
I mean, I'd rather just be alone
right?
and have a cat.
right.
It's not. It's,
When
like,
you're
just-
accused,
it's not
this
a
is
do or
fair.
die
Yeah,
affair.
back to that whole billing thing, right? If you're gloating about not billing him, somebody outside is billing him.
Period.
Whether I like it or not. Because let me tell you,
subject just gives me so much anxiety because I feel like people just love to listen to us talk
But you
about
know,
things like this
I feel like
and
if I
say
have
that
to-
and say that we're putting prices on our bodies. But like that's why I always have to go back to the fact that have needs, society, men. I'm looking at all the cameras.
Okay, that's enough of what. That's enough to digest in one thing. Do you know caramel plug? Is that, I don't know if you've seen that girl that usually wears like heads and does this stupid. Okay, let me show you. In case you didn't see her well, she's very very big in Nigeria. Caramel plug. Yeah, she used to do like stupid dance videos before in the past. This girl. You've not seen her before?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, she's the one in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, so with her clout, she has over 1 million followers. She started our own podcast. So they said everyone is buying mic. The price for mic will soon increase.
Bruh.
So yeah, what do you think? Animals put prices on their vaginas. What do you think about that statement? And how men should provide for their women before they engage in what name will I call it? Engage in haram activities.
Well, I
You
feel
think
like,
she had a point?
to be so honest, like everything they were saying was kind of confusing me.
Okay. What confused you?
I just didn't really get the point of the whole conversation. But you already know my stance on things like this.
I don't know. Okay, I might know, but let the people know.
Yeah. I don't, this whole price, whatever, yeah, I don't really identify with it.
What's the price?
I feel like, in my personal opinion,
Let them see you well.
and the way that my belief system, let me put it that way, no one is entitled to anything from me unless we're married.
Okay.
Period. And along with that union comes with your promise, essentially, to provide for me.
The
and
responsibility.
Responsibility, exactly, duty.
God bless you, Chi. You have fans in the chat, though.
So I don't really identify with this whole conversation because you won't get anything from me unless that's the case.
So, like, they won't get. What do you mean by anything from you?
You won't get anything from me.
Please, you need to be more specific.
I don't need to be any more specific. than
Okay, so
that.
you won't take care of your boyfriend.
What does that mean?
So, are you saying what does boyfriend mean or what does take care mean?
What do you mean by take care?
Wait, let's take it one by one. Are you fine with having? Does a relationship make sense to you? Like boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yes.
That makes sense to you, right? So, what do you think as a girlfriend you owe your boyfriend?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay, that's good. Do you think? Okay, as a wife now, you are clear on the boyfriend part. So, as a wife now, the other the expectations like sex, for example, right?
Right.
That's going to be on the table as your responsibility.
Right.
And then, so you're saying in a marriage, you have your responsibilities. That's when the responsibilities kick in for both the man and the woman, right? That's what you're saying. So there's before the marriage, there's no expectations from either partner.
Expectations in terms of what?
There's no responsibilities as boyfriend and girlfriend. Or are there responsibilities that as boyfriend and girlfriend that you have?
I don't know if I would use the word responsibility.
Okay, well,
But obviously, in a boyfriend or girlfriend relationship,
yeah.
in a courting stage, let's
Yeah.
call it, there's certain things I would expect to see.
Okay, the
from a
expectation.
guy. Yeah.
Because it's courting, so I guess you're still proving yourself.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So you are role playing how it would be in the marriage if the marriage happened, right?
In a way.
Yeah, but not the full role play.
Right.
Yeah, okay. But no one is entitled to anything at that point.
Right.
But you're saying after the marriage, that's when the entitlement comes in.
I don't know if I would use the word entitlement, but
You need to put something on
no,
it.
because entitlement is like you must
But you must, so
No, you don't have to do anything.
As
But
ba-
you will do it lovingly. If
lovingly.
you want to.
What if you don't want to?
Why are you married then?
That means it's more than just a want then, because you're asking why you married. So if you're saying why you married, actually you're saying the institution of marriage brings something more. It's more than a want. You need to.
Yeah, but you would marry somebody who you want to give those things to.
What if you marry and then it changes? You don't want to do those things anymore.
I don't know, man. You gotta pray about it.
That's why I prefer, because for me, I think it's deeper than just want. I think once you get married, you have a responsibility to your partner. So
Yeah, of
even on days you're not, like for example, as a man now, on days that I'm not feeling like providing,
Yeah.
I still need to provide. Do you get?
Yeah.
On days I don't want to provide, this woman is annoying me. I want
Yeah,
that.
but I'm not
I want
saying.
her to go and sleep outside for a
I
night or
don't mean
two.
it in a literal sense like that, though.
So I think for me, I think they have to.
Yeah, it's a have to.
Yes, because you're taking that person from their parents' house, in the case of the man.
Yeah.
So, and same with me, as I've married you as my wife, there are some things that you owe me. I don't want to go and be eating another person's food.
Right.
Or,
But what I'm
or
trying to
food in another sense.
what I'm trying to say is it's a want to in terms of regardless of whether you're angry at this person one day or the next day.
Yeah, but that's
you're
want.
No,
That-
no. Just wait. You're making the commitment
Yes.
because
So
you
always
want
want to.
Exactly.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I see the semantics you're playing on me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so obviously you can't relate to what these girls are saying in any way then. So yeah, I'll go much more into the podcast pandemic when Chichi leaves me, but we only have 3 minutes left and I want to play her.
Wait, what did your friend say?
He said, Chidima, please, in your marriage, is it no provision, no sex? So if the man is not providing for you at the moment, is sex taken off the table? That's a very good question, Deji.
Providing for you financially.
Financially.
Well, by the grace of God, I can provide for myself.
I love how she always needs God to answer everything.
By the grace of God, I can provide for
Leave
myself.
God first. Leave God
So,
first. If God said no, my daughter, you are going to suffer for a bit.
No, but wait. By the grace of God, I can provide for myself. However, by the grace of God, also, my husband will be able to provide for me. So that shouldn't be an issue.
Okay, yeah. So, did you? I hope that was. Then don't leave God first. Finally, somebody shares my sentiments. But yeah, man. Chichi, let me not waste your time more. It was nice having you today.
Thank you for having me.
It was so sad I couldn't go into some more things. I wanted to react to a couple of songs and stuff like that.
It's okay. I
But
can,
Chichi
come
went to go and choose Ant-Man over me.
I can come back, right?
Small Ant-Man, though. Big Chief Ant-Man over me. So yeah, I will leave you to go and enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you so much for coming. And unfortunately, I have to continue the stream, so I hope you don't mind that. I will see you
No,
out.
of course not.
All right, now thank you so much, Chichi, for coming. And guys, give Chichi a follow on Instagram at
At Chidima LDN. CHIDIMMALDN.
Okay. And yeah, so just how will we do this now? So guys, I'll be right back. I'll just pause the stream for a bit to make sure to see all our things together, and then I'll come back to you guys in the. Okay, I should post it. I should post the stream. Don't worry, I'm not going nowhere. I'm coming back. We still have a couple of things to get into. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream so far. Say you'll be back. So you enjoyed.
Yeah.
I'm thinking you enjoyed your time on the show.
Of course, I really did.
And do you like what we're doing here? Do you like the concept of the show, covering Afrobeats, spreading the culture? So I'm glad. It's good to see. And yeah, so make sure to follow Chidima at Chidima London, LDN, right?
Yeah.
Good. And you have a YouTube channel, yeah?
I do.
But do you want to plug that now?
I mean, all my apps are the same everywhere, so you can subscribe to my YouTube. I'll be back on YouTube soon.
When is the soon, Chidima? When is the soon?
Don't worry about when it is.
Guys, put pressure whenever you're saying this. If you get to this part of the video, go and put pressure on Chidima, DM her on Instagram and ask her, when are you releasing new YouTube videos for us? And
Soon.
also for your singles. She's a very, very good singer, guys. I wanted to react to some of her songs, or maybe I'll do that when she goes.
Yeah,
but,
you can. Have I sent them to you?
yeah, you sent them to me.
Okay.
So I have like 2 of your songs. So I'll play some of our songs for you guys, and make sure to pressure her to give us new singles. and give us new YouTube videos, man. Like I like what she's doing on her channel and as an artist. So guys, make sure to go support her. So I'll be back, guys. I'll just be turning the stream off now, so I'll be back in a sec.
Bye, guys.
Where's the turn off button?